Why is Hispanic Heritage Month in the middle of the month? Why isn't it October 1st or September 1st? Why isn't it in June? Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Nadia Simone, and I'm the founder of Latino Media, where we amplify Afro-Latino and Afro-Caribbean stories in film, media, and art. Hispanic Heritage Month was introduced in June of 1968 by a congressman called George Brown, and it wasn't actually a full month until 1989. That's when it became 31 days. And the reason that it starts like in the middle of the month is actually super intentional. The dates between September 15th and October 15th are when many Latin American countries actually received independence from Spain, with the exception of Belize, which received independence from Britain. So those countries are as followed: Costa Rica, Guatemala, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Honduras, Chile, Mexico, and Belize. In the 1970s and 1980s, there were these little propaganda campaigns trying to get people to identify with Hispanic, because prior, people really identified more so with their nation of origin. So they would say, like, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Cuban, I'm Chilean, they wouldn't identify kind of like with the cast that the US had, because they just didn't fit their experience in Latin America. And we've spoken about the different racial hierarchies, class hierarchies in Britain versus Latin America and Spain, right? So there's no mestizo box. So people really felt more comfortable identifying with their countries of origin. Most people did adopt it, and it was great for advertising because now they could sell directly to this new Hispanic market. Government had the data they needed because it was really about the government and the census. So they were able to get the data that they wanted and everything. And then more representation has led to, more power in a sense. So you could say there were some good things, but the downside is the people who are at the helm of this time of month tend to be the descendants of the Spanish. They tend to be the people who most closely resemble the oppressor. So the issue with this is diversity is kind of erased. So we're being told a white Argentinian, an indigenous Guatemalan, and an Afro-Boricua are supposed to all have the same experience. No, vastly different histories, vastly different